So one of the questions that I'm sure you get asked a lot is around data monetization. And, is it appearing on the CDO's roadmap? Should it appear on the CDO's roadmap? So depending on your view, we'd be interested on your thoughts as to data monetization, how it should work, and if it should be on the roadmap or if not. And it may actually fall into one of those four phases that you mentioned before. So
Yeah.
be interested in your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the short answer is yes. I think what's happened over the years, specifically around the topic of data monetization, is it started with the very sort of external driving revenue, new streams of business for an organization, and clearly, that's still a capability that some organizations might need to have or to provide. But I think part of what I've seen, at least in my experience, is there's also monetization in the sense of, can I execute certain processes within my organization faster, better, and cheaper with the use of data and the various capabilities and technologies that are out there. And so I think maybe the point here is there should absolutely be, in my opinion, clear metrics that we measure CDOs on. And it's not just sort of the soft benefits. There's got to be hard dollars associated to ensure that the value, the way an organization is using the data, the way they're managing it, is truly accretive to the organization. And when I hear data monetization, that's how I translate it. Therefore, my response to the question is, yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's great to hear. And obviously, it's great to hear some of the metrics that would be covered from a CDO perspective. Hold yourself accountable to actually having goals, objectives, and metrics and measure yourself. So we appreciate your thoughts on that. So moving on, and again, you've got a unique vantage point because as a principal at Deloitte, you've seen and helped and trained CDOs. You come in contact with CDOs, yourself a CDO. But recent stats have shown that some CDOs tend to have a shorter tenure than other C executives. What advice would you like to impart about staying par within the organization?
True. I say the biggest challenge, and it kind of goes back to the first question, is there is a lack of clarity when the role and the responsibility is defined. What I would tell you as it relates to any organization is most executives recognize the need for the role. They recognize the issues and challenges, as well as sort of the broader value proposition that having an executive own the entire, what I call, data agenda for an organization. I mean, that's fantastic. And they want it to go away. Right? Here you go, fix it. And that I think perspective is where it becomes a little challenging for CDOs to really define sort of their own success and measure it against that success. And so it goes back to clear roles and responsibilities. It goes back to having measurable, activities and metrics to really ensure that you are driving value on behalf of the organization. And I think we have to move away from the soft conceptual data is critical and we need to treat it as an asset to, again, real tangible hard dollar benefits to continue to drive and invest on the ongoing initiatives, capabilities, maturity that organizations need in this space.
Certainly, driving value, we hear a lot from our CDOs around the monetization, around the role, show the value quick and early and often. So thank you for that, Juan.